Hello and welcome to a fresh new episode of Science Monitor, our weekly update on all that is happening in the field of science and technology in and around the country. From who won the Padma Awards this year to 2015 being reported as the hottest year ever and the thrilling discovery of dinosaur fossils from Kutch, we have many exciting news in store for you today. But let us take a look at the headlines first. Interim Secretariat of International Solar Alliance inaugurated. Padma Awards 2016 announced. Second Science Sethu workshop on DNA fingerprinting. 2015 hottest year on record, shows data. Indo-German team unearths dinosaur bones in Kutch. And in our In Focus segment today, we will see how solar energy is emerging as an alternative source and how India is working towards achieving these goals. And now the news in detail. Fossil fuels across the world are depleting faster than ever, and consequences of global warming are emerging more serious than ever. Under these circumstances, alternative sources of renewable energy has become a must. Now, taking a step closer to realizing the goals of clean and affordable energy, the Interim Secretariat of International Solar Alliance was recently inaugurated in Gurgaon. Here are the details.
Taking a major step towards attaining the goals of renewable energy and attaining self-sufficiency in solar energy. The Interim Secretariat of the International Solar Alliance was recently inaugurated in the city of Gurgaon. The Interim Secretariat of International Solar Alliance was inaugurated by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President François Hollande on 25th January.
पेरिस में जब कॉन्फ्रेंस चल रही थी 30 नवंबर को दुनिया के सभी राष्ट्रों के मुखिया उस समारोह में मौजूद थे और एक इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस इस नाम की संस्था का जन्म हुआ.
The Secretariat reflects the realization of shared commitment between both the countries towards clean energy by harvesting solar energy. The International Solar Alliance is expected to play a key role in raising $1,300 billion by 2030 to meet the solar energy target set at the climate conference in Paris. The ISA headquarters is to be located on a 5-acre plot on the premises of the National Institute of Solar Energy in Gurgaon, in the outskirts of Delhi. ISA is an organization of 121 countries lying between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, which get more than 300 days of annual sunshine. The idea was initiated by India and France at the COP21 meeting in Paris last year. ISA's operations are expected to be launched from April 22nd this year, when nations meet in New York to endorse the COP21 agreement. The initiative is in line with the government's target of generating 1 lakh megawatt of electricity from solar panels by 2022 to overcome an acute power shortage.
The country recently celebrated its 67th Republic Day. The day, while celebrating many other achievements, was also time to honor the outstanding contributions of Indians in various fields. The Republic Day saw the announcement of Padma Awards. So who all bagged the highest civilian awards of the country this year? Let us see this report.
Like every year, the Republic Day this year was special. This year's Republic Day, which marked the 67th Republic Day, also saw the announcement of the country's highest civilian awards, the Padma Awards for the year 2016. This Republic Day saw the announcement of 112 names for receiving 10 Padma Vibhushan, 19 Padma Bhushan and 83 Padma Shri awards. Padma Awards are given to honor individuals for their outstanding contributions in various fields. This year, 8 individuals from various streams of science and engineering were awarded the Padma Prizes for their outstanding contributions. This year, while Dr. Vasudev Kalkunte Atre, former Defence Research and Development Organisation Chief from Karnataka, has been selected for the Padma Vibhushan, Dr. Venkatarama Rao Ala from Andhra Pradesh was awarded the Padma Bhushan. Delhi's Dr. Satish Kumar, Dr. M. Annadurai and Professor Deepankar Chatterjee from Karnataka, Dr. G.D. Yadav from Maharashtra, Professor Veena Tandon from Meghalaya and Sri Onkar Nath Shrivastava from Uttar Pradesh were awarded the Padma Shri. The Padma Awards are approved by the President and conferred upon the winners at a function in Rashtrapati Bhavan during March-April every year.
In a rare and fascinating discovery, a team of Indo-German researchers have stumbled upon 16 million years old fossils of dinosaurs from Kutch. Here are all the details.
We have had our tryst with dinosaurs in the Jurassic World. But would you believe if it was told that these huge creatures freely roamed about even in India millions of years ago? Yes, it is true, as evidenced by the fossils that have been dug out during different times. And now, adding to this collection, a team of archaeologists from India and Germany have discovered dinosaur fossils during an expedition in India's western state of Gujarat. According to the experts, the fossils discovered from the Khas Hills in the Kutch city are 16 billion years old.
उस समय डायनासोर जो कोस्टल एरियाज में रहते थे वो डायनासोर्स के हमको फॉसिल्स यहाँ मिल रहे हैं जो पहले नहीं थे। एक बार 15 साल पहले हम लोगों ने कलेक्ट किया था, फिर बीच में ONGC ने कुछ डायनासोर्स को कलेक्ट किया था, फिर अभी नया हम लोगों को डायनासोर मिला है।
The team has also claimed to have discovered more than 150 geological sites expected to have fossils and ancient relics. The scholars have been researching on the possibilities of ancient fossils in the Kutch area for the last 25 years. The researchers had earlier evaluated the metabolism of 21 dinosaur species using a formula based on their body mass, as revealed by the bulk of their thigh bones and their growth rates indicated by growth rings in fossil bones akin to those in the trees.
From the color of our eyes to height of a person, all human characteristics are controlled by small molecules called DNA. Each person's DNA has a unique fingerprint that can be deciphered using a technique called DNA fingerprinting. The second lecture of the Science Setu series, which was held recently in Delhi, focused on this technique of fingerprinting. More details in this report.
Identification of individuals to determining the genetic parents of a child. DNA fingerprinting, also known as DNA profiling, is the answer. Even some of the world's toughest crimes have been solved using this technique. DNA fingerprinting or DNA testing refers to a technique used to identify individuals by their genetic information or characteristics encoded in the DNA. The technique became possible due to the discovery of DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid present in the cells and which carries the unique genetic information of a person. The technique was first developed in 1985 by Professor Alec John Jeffreys from the University of Leicester. Today, DNA-based techniques find applications in multifarious fields, including medical research, forensics, anthropology, and agriculture, just to mention a few. According to the latest reports, India is working on a bill on human DNA profiling, which will pave the way for the establishment of DNA banks in the country. In this context, and with the aim of inspiring interest in this cutting-edge field of DNA-based techniques, Science Setu workshop on DNA fingerprinting was organized for the students at Hindu College, Delhi recently. The program was organized by the National Institute of Immunology in collaboration with 7 colleges under University of Delhi. The event was inaugurated by Dr. K. Vijay Raghavan, Secretary, Department of Biotechnology. The theme lecture was delivered by Chief Guest Dr. Gauri Shankar, former Director, Center for DNA Fingerprinting and Diagnostics, and Dr. S. Natesh, Consultant Advisor, NII.
We have moved from a situation where we were the products of evolution by natural selection on a canvas which was painted by natural selection, the canvas of life on Earth. Now, humans have become those who wield the paintbrush. We are transforming the planet. And this is a very interesting situation. Some would say fraught with danger, some would say fraught with opportunity. But the fact of the matter is that many scientists think that we are in an era called the Anthropocene era, where we actually are affecting change on the planet.
Workshops such as these serve several important purposes. Firstly, they bring to you the distilled expertise of leaders in niche areas of life sciences and biotechnology. Secondly, you get a very holistic view of thematic areas that are topical and significant and relevant to India.
An inter-college essay competition on stem cells and an inter-college poster competition on DNA fingerprinting was also conducted as part of the workshop, and 3 best entries were awarded cash prizes. The workshop was the second in the series of workshops under the Science Setu program, with the objective of bridging the gap between undergraduate students and actual research. The program aims to encourage interest in science and to inspire young students to pursue a career in science.
Unexpected floods, severe droughts, dwindling food and water resources. The horrors of global warming are many and real. With temperatures soaring to unprecedented levels last year, 2015 has been reported as the hottest year on record.
With temperatures soaring up to 48 degrees Celsius, summers of 2015, as we all would recollect, was a nightmare. While nations across the world grappled with similar issues of global warming and subsequent climate change, here comes a startling revelation. According to 2 US government agencies, 2015 was Earth's warmest year by widest margin on record. The conclusion comes from the data collected by the US space agency NASA and the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. The data shows that in 2015, the average temperature across global land and ocean surfaces was 0.90 degrees Celsius above the 20th century average. This surpasses the 2014's previous record by 0.16 degrees Celsius, according to which 2014 was declared the hottest year of the century. Unfortunately, this marks the 4th time a global temperature record has been set in this century.
2015 would have been the warmest year on record without El Nino, but the occurrence of El Nino at the same time, starting in late 2015, pushed the global temperatures even slightly higher than they would have been. 15 of the past 16 years have been the warmest years on record. And when you see a run like this is not something which people can easily dismiss and say it isn't true. 15 out of 16 is a pretty good batting average.
According to experts, the soaring temperatures of 2015 was caused because of indiscriminate human activities like burning fossil fuels and deforestation, which has led to the buildup of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. This carbon dioxide is acting as an insulating blanket around the Earth and trapping the outgoing radiations, thus increasing the surface temperature. The increase, according to researchers, was also partially driven by the El Nino effect last year, which warmed the ocean surface. Warning about the disastrous consequences, experts have called for urgent reduction of greenhouse gas emissions to mitigate the effects of global warming.
And now it is time to take a very short break. We'll be back with more science news. Keep watching Science Monitor.
Art arisen from a multi-hued cultural canvas. Tradition and cultural fervor dating back centuries. And encircling them all, there's a magic that awes. Embrace your nation's brilliant human warmth. Watch Colours of India, Sundays at 9:30 p.m. on Rajya Sabha Television.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Science Monitor. Let us now have a look at some important science and technology activities happening in India and abroad in our next segment, Science Express.
In a major step towards promoting nuclear energy, visiting French President François Hollande has announced that an agreement for France's Arriva to build 6 nuclear reactors in India should be concluded within a year. The project, called Jaitapur Project, would be the world's largest nuclear power station. Paying homage to the Birdman of India, an international group of ornithologists have named a newly discovered species after Dr. Salim Ali. The newly named species is a Himalayan forest thrush, which has been named Zoothera Salim Ali. The species has been described from northeastern India and adjacent parts. Professor V. Ramalingaswamy Professor Frederick C. Robbins Lecture was organized under the aegis of Indo-US Vaccine Action Program recently at New Delhi on 27th January. The lecture was delivered by Dr. Gagandeep Kang and was titled Moving Forwards, Understanding Backwards, Experimenting with Oral Polio Vaccines in India.
In a world of fast depleting fossil fuel reserves, solar energy is a clean and sustainable alternate. From completely solar-powered airport in Kochi to the most recent interim Secretariat of International Solar Alliance, India is committed to the development of solar energy. In today's In Focus segment, we will take a look on the importance of solar energy as an alternative energy source and India's efforts towards achieving these goals.
The world for a long time now has been running on fossil fuels like coal and petroleum. In a world of fast depleting fossil fuel reserves and impacts of burning the same, solar energy has emerged as a clean and sustainable alternate. India is a country blessed with about 300 clear sunny days in a year, and hence solar energy has emerged as a viable solution to meet the increasing energy demands of its rising population. As of today, the installed grid-connected solar power capacity in the country amounts to 4,229.36 megawatts, and India expects to install an additional 10,000 megawatts by 2017 and a total of 1 lakh megawatts by 2022. Today, while most of the Indian states have installed solar power capacity, states like Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh have emerged as pioneers in this area. In the recent years, Gujarat's solar park, with its extensive projects and resources for tapping solar energy, has emerged as Asia's largest solar park hub. Another shining example is Kerala's Cochin International Airport, which has become the first in the world to operate completely on solar power. Today, Madhya Pradesh provides the world's cheapest solar power at ₹5 per unit. Committed to develop more efficient solar energy technologies, India today is collaborating with countries worldwide in this sector. In a notable step towards catalyzing foreign investments for expanding Indian solar energy sector, the Russian Energy Agency and Solar Energy Corporation of India recently signed a memorandum of understanding to set up large-scale photovoltaic power plants in India during the years 2016 to 2022. Similarly, institutions like the Solar Energy Research Institute for India and the United States, co-led by the Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, and the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, USA, aims to accelerate the fundamental and applied research in the development of solar electric technologies. Besides all these, Ministry of New and Renewable Energy has drawn a scheme to set up a number of solar parks across various states in the country, each with a capacity of solar projects generally above 500 megawatt. The scheme proposes to produce financial support by Government of India to establish solar parks with an aim to facilitate creation of infrastructure necessary for setting up new solar power projects. Today, when India is striding fast in the area of solar energy, many steps are being taken which are expected to provide a thrust to research on clean technologies and renewable forms of energy.
Well, that is all for this episode of Science Monitor. Do tell us how do you like our program. Well, you can send your feedback and suggestions to us. Our email ID is news@vigyanprasar.gov.in. You can also write in to us at Vigyan Prasar C24, Qutub Institutional Area, New Delhi 110016. Well, that is all for today, but we'll be back with fresh news stories on science and technology again next week. Till then, stay tuned and think scientific.